Hey guys, how y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel. So today is my Imagine Me reading vlog. So I wasn't expecting to start this today. It's actually release day for Imagine Me, so happy book birthday to Imagine Me as I'm filming this. But I wasn't expecting to film this today because my package wasn't supposed to arrive until next week. My pre-order was supposed to come next week, but here it is. So I basically woke up and my mom just like handed me a package and I was like, bless. So I've only ordered one book from Indigo recently, and that's Imagine Me, so I'm so excited to open this up and read it with you guys. It's open. I see the deckle touches. So Shatter Me is one of my favorite series of all time, and so I'm freaking out a little bit. Okay, you know what? I really hated this cover when it was announced and released because I thought that the eyelashes looked really chunky and I thought it looked weird, but as always, these covers just look better in person. The plan is to read this all day. I had other plans for today, okay? I was gonna edit videos, I was gonna write, I was gonna do all these things, and now I'm sitting here, okay, and I'm dropping everything to read Imagine Me. And I don't know how long it's gonna take me because it's looking like it's about the size of like Ignite Me, maybe. It's slightly bigger than Define Me. And Define Me I did read practically in one day, like in one sitting. So I'm hoping I can do the same for this one, but I'm just so excited, and I really wanted to make a reading vlog for this one because it is officially the final book in the Shatter Me series, which, like I've already said a million times, is one of my favorite series of all time. I'm just so excited to read this. Haramafi is one of my favorite authors. Her writing style is just so amazing, and these characters are my favorite characters. I'm just so excited to see my babies again, especially after the events of Define Me. Oh, I'm so excited. I also try to semi-match my makeup to the book cover. I try to do like the green, the grays, and the gold. I don't know if I succeeded, but I tried. But I did my best with what I had on short notice, but oh my god. Okay, so this is literally what I'm going to be doing all day until I finish it, and I'm so excited. I was planning on reading this in April, and now I get to read it on release day. I'm so hyped. Okay, so I'm going to sit down and we're gonna start reading it. Okay, so I'm on page 89. I can't fully remember everything that happened in Define Me, but there were a lot of flashbacks in that book, and I can't remember if in those flashbacks we found out if Juliet, she had met Adam as a kid. I don't think she did. Like, I think I might have remembered that if it did happen, so I don't think that it did. We just found out that she met Adam when he was 6 years old, and she said that they were going to be friends, and wow. So that means that Adam, oh wow, okay. Yep, I'm gonna keep reading now. Okay, so I had a fear of reading a dystopian book in the time that we're in right now with all of this virus pandemic stuff going on, okay? I was worried because I was like, I want to escape right now. And if I read a dystopian, there's gonna be something in there that reminds me of the world that we're living in, and that just happened. So basically, they're on lockdown in their sanctuary, and they're not going anywhere, and this part was just like, oh, this is like real life right now, so let me just read it to you. We've all been spending a lot of time here, pretty much everyone has, ever since the sanctuary was declared officially on lockdown. We're all in this weird limbo right now. There's so much happening, but we're not allowed to leave the grounds. We can't go anywhere or do anything about anything. It's weird how sometimes things like this can resemble our real life, and I hate it, and I wish that I didn't have to say that a dystopian novel is reminding me of real life. But it is. I'm now on page 125, and something is happening to Juliet, and I don't know what it is, and I'm scared for her because all they kept saying was something's wrong, and I'm like, Juliet! Also, side note, I still hate that her name has changed. I just find it so annoying that they like keep flip-flopping between Ella and Juliet, and I'm always gonna call her Juliet, and Tahara Mafi says that she still thinks of her as Juliet, and I'm just like, then why is her name different? It's so annoying. So, I don't fully know what's happening in this book, but basically Anderson came to their sanctuary with a bunch of soldiers, and their plan was to kill everybody and take Juliet, and he got Juliet. He shot Nazira and Kenji, but Kenji's okay. I don't know about Nazira yet. They got James back, which is great. I love James. But yeah, Anderson wants to replace Emmeline with Juliet, and I'm just freaking out. And yeah, I don't really know how to react. I'm on page 171. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. It is now 3:20 and I paused to make and eat some lunch, and I am back to reading. I'm on page 187, that far into the book. So not quite halfway through yet. I am still hoping to finish this book today, but it kind of depends because in an hour I need to start cooking dinner. We'll see. I'm gonna do my best, and I will update you guys in a little bit. So I'm only on page 189. It's only been a couple minutes, but I have no idea what's happening in Juliet's chapters. Like, absolutely no idea. Like, I'm thinking that I'm getting a grasp on the story, and then we get to Juliet's chapters, and I just get so confused, and I don't know if Tahara Mafi is, like, pulling this, like, unreliable narrator sort of twist on us. We don't know if what's happening in Juliet's chapters are actually happening, or if Juliet doesn't even know what's happening, if Juliet's confused, if they're manipulating Juliet. Like, I have no freaking clue what's happening right now. But all of a sudden, Juliet's a soldier, and she's calling Anderson Supreme Commander. So, don't really know what's happening, kind of confused. I'm hoping that I start to understand soon, because otherwise I'm just, like, reading and not really knowing what's happening. And I have nobody to talk to about this right now, because normally John reads the book before I do, but he has only read the first chapter. So, last time when I read Define Me, I was giving him, like, play-by-play reactions, and now I can't do that, because he hasn't read the book yet, and Peyton doesn't even own it yet, and I'm just, I have nobody to talk to and to figure this out with, and I'm dying. It's been like approximately like 30 seconds since I last updated you. I'm on page 190 now, and Juliet doesn't remember her friends, or family, or Warner. So Anderson says, "Are you missing your family?" he asks. "I have no family, sir. Friends, a boyfriend." Vague irritation rises up inside of me. I push it aside. "None, sir." She's supposed to be engaged to Warner. What is happening? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, at the very beginning of this book, she kind of had, like, vague memory loss. Like, she momentarily forgot that Warner proposed to her, and momentarily forgot, like, where they were and whatnot. So I'm wondering, because she was having a lot of issues with her memory and having, like, memories randomly come back to her, I'm wondering if Anderson just somehow completely erased her memory, or, like, manipulated her memories. But in our last Juliet chapter, he was talking about switching her with Emmeline, and putting her in Emmeline's place. So now I'm just like, what is going on? But it appears that she doesn't have a memory. He's calling her Juliet. Kinda still very much confused. So I'm on page 223, and Juliet's point of view again. She has seen Adam. It's not said that he is Adam, but we know that it's Adam. And she doesn't remember him. And I don't really care for Adam, but I care about James. And it hurts me that Adam is here and James is scared for him, and James just wants him to be okay, and so I want him to be okay for James. And honestly, I don't know if Adam's gonna make it through this book. For James's sake, I'm hoping that he does. But I'm just thinking, like, somebody's gotta die at some point in this book, right? Like, somebody's got to die. And I'm just really hoping that it's not somebody that I love. But I'm confused, and I'm scared, and I don't think it's fully sunk in that this is the final book in the series yet, and I'm, like, halfway through, and I don't know what's happening. So Anderson has most definitely, like taken her memories away or suppressed her memories like he did like the first time, and he's manipulated her into being his soldier because she just tried to kill somebody with her powers and it felt good to her, and then she was disappointed when it didn't work and the guy didn't die. And Anderson just said, "My God, you're perfect." I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Kenji remains to be my favorite character of all time in this series because he's trying to get Warner to eat food, and Warner's like, "I'm not hungry," but he can obviously tell that he's hungry. He's like, "This is not a good look. All these muscles need to eat." I poke at his bicep. "Feed your children." He just called Warner's biceps his children. I love him. I can't. Juliet just was like observing Anderson, you know, and just kind of taking him in, and she's like, "I realize I'm beginning to like him. Trust him." What kind of fucked up shit is this? I'm not okay. I'm really hoping this gets resolved soon because it's kind of freaking me out and I'm not enjoying it. I don't like this. Okay, I'm on page 240. I think that a part of Juliet is trying to remember Warner. Some part of her brain. It's stored in there somewhere because she's like looking at Anderson, and obviously Anderson is Warner's dad. And she says, "Broken images flood my mind. A flash of golden hair, fingers grazing bare skin, and then nausea, dizziness." So I'm wondering, like that golden hair and the fingers grazing bare skin is obviously a reference to Warner. But then the nausea and dizziness, I'm wondering if that's like a side effect of her starting to remember things. So I'm wondering if that's like something they put in as a, like a reaction if she starts to remember something, so it makes her stop remembering. I don't know. I'm just like spitballing here. But I'm really hoping that she starts to actually remember soon. Because, God, I miss Juliet and Warner being together, and they were already apart for so long in Defy Me that I was really hoping that we wouldn't get that in this one, but that's obviously what we're getting. We don't even have a Warner point of view. I don't know if it's coming in at any point, but we don't have a Warner point of view. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna keep reading. So Anderson is talking to Max, who is Juliet's dad. But obviously Juliet doesn't know that's her dad in this current state of mind that she's been put in. And Anderson is talking to Max right in front of her about the things he's concerned of regarding her. And he's concerned that she's attracted to him. Saying that he's attractive, because she said that, right? Because obviously he resembles Warner, because that's his dad. And he also resembles Adam, because it's also his dad. He's like, "I don't like it." And Max says, "Can I fix the fact that she can't help but be attracted to the man who spawned the two faces she's known most intimately?" Oh my God. I'm dying. I just looked at the next page, and Max said she clearly has a type. Okay, I'm gonna read, because this is kind of funny, and I know Max is, like, a douchebag, because he's, like, a part of this whole scheme, but, like, he's kind of funny. You know, I know that Kenji and Warner don't like each other, and the only reason that they've ever tried to have some sort of friendship is for Juliet's sake, and they're not trying to be friends right now, but I love their dynamic so much. Kenji is trying to get Warner to eat, right? And Warner's just kind of staring at it. And Kenji's like, "Do you still remember how to do this, or did you need me to feed you?" I stab a piece of tofu and point it in his direction. Say, "Ah, the tofu choo-choo is coming." And Kenji says, "One more joke, Kishimoto, and I will remove your spine." It's a weird dynamic to have, okay? But I just love it so desperately. Anderson just made Juliet cut off her own finger. So Juliet is now missing a finger. What the what is happening? I can't even, like, form words. Ooh. she like disobeyed him. And he made her cut off her finger. I'm on page 274. Oh my god. I can't even imagine having to cut off your own finger. Ew. Ew. Oh, poor Juliet. I'm on page 293 now, but I unfortunately need to go start cooking dinner, but I think I'm going to bring the book in with me and try to read as I'm cooking, because I'm just like, you know, browning some meat. So I'm going to try to read this while I'm doing that, because I'm almost done, and I don't understand how I'm almost done, but I am. So we're just gonna keep trucking along and see where this takes us. Okay, so I'm sorry if you can hear sizzling in the background. I'm boiling some water and browning some meat, but I'm reading Imagine Me, obviously. And I'm on page 303, and Kenji is getting ready to leave with Warner to go ahead and try to save Juliet, and basically Nuria is saying, you know, you're gonna have to kill her, right? If they've already like made the switch and like, you know, she's taken over for like Emmeline, you're gonna have to kill her. And I was like, okay, that's a lot, but like she hasn't taken the place of Emmeline yet. But like, what if in that time frame of them getting there, she takes over for Emmeline? I can't. If Juliet dies, I don't think I could forgive Tahara Mafi. Like, I really don't think I could. Like, I think that'll be the first time that I wish that this series didn't continue, because I can't lose Juliet. Okay, you cannot do that to me. You can't do that to Kenji. You can't do that to Warner. I want my babies. Just all be okay. And I'm having a crisis. But I need to come back to cooking dinner. But I'm just like, ugh. Save me. This is torture. This part was so good. It says, I imagine, we're in Juliet's chapter now, but she says, I imagine love, I imagine wind, I imagine gold hair and green eyes and whispers of laughter. I imagine me, extraordinary, unbroken, the girl who shocked herself by surviving, the girl who loved herself through learning, the girl who respected her skin, understood her worth, found her strength, strong, stronger, strongest. Imagine me, master of my own universe. I am everything I ever dreamed of. Oh, I love that so much. Okay, this book is going to murder me, and I don't know if it's going to be in a good or a bad way. Okay, so my mom is home. She is now finishing dinner. It is in the oven. I'm very excited, but I'm on page 346. And I love Nazira and Kenji so much. So basically they're like going off in their separate directions. And Nazira says, I have a feeling I'm about 4 months away from falling madly in love with you, so please don't get yourself killed, okay? They are so cute. Okay. Keep reading. We've got this much left to read, and I am confident that I can get it done, hopefully before dinner time. Let's do this. Okay. They've infiltrated the compound, and Kenji just whispered in Juliet's ear. He said, hey, princess. I am so scared for what is about to happen in this little amount of pages right here. Breathe. One of the other Supreme Commanders, I think it's Nazira's dad, just freaking killed Anderson. Anderson is dead. Is he actually dead though? Because we already thought he was dead in Ignite Me, and he wasn't. But I think he's actually dead. What's happening? I don't know. And Warner just killed that same Supreme Commander that just killed his dad. I don't know how Juliet is going to react to this in a second, because I literally just stopped like mid-action, but oh no. Okay, now how I just said that I do think that Anderson is dead, He not dead. So now I'm wondering if he's gonna die at some point during this. I really hope so, but for now, he ain't dead. So Juliet is with Warner. She keeps having these like small moments that I can tell that she is trying to break through and remember who he is, and he's trying to make her remember, and he just called her love, which is like my favorite thing in the world. If my future boyfriend does not call me love, I don't want him. This whole scene is gonna break my heart until she comes back to herself. She remembers. Oh my almost done this book. This is a lot to take in, obviously. But my gosh, she's like, ah. She's like, with one final effort, I ripped the flashing mechanism from my arm, the last vestige of this monster. It drops from my shaking fingers, clatters to the floor, and this time when I look up, I see his face. Aaron. Wow, that was so powerful. I love Kenji and Juliet's relationship so much because he doesn't know yet that she's like back to herself. And he said, I haven't really allowed myself to think about the fact that Jay might never come back, that I might never see my best friend again. If I think about it too much, I start feeling like I can't breathe, and I can't afford to stop breathing right now. Not yet. I want Kenji as a best friend. So Nazira just flew them all out of safety as the entire, like, building or whatever is crumbling. And Kenji's like, it feels like a dream. My eyes stinging, tearing. I'm crying because of the fire, I think. It's the heat, the sky, the roaring flames devouring everything. I watched the capital of Oceania, all 120 acres of it, go up in flames, and Warner and Juliet go with it. So now, the next chapter is a Juliet chapter. But, you know, it could be, like, before it all goes up in flames, and maybe they don't get out, but they better get out, because they're engaged and I need a goddamn wedding, okay? I'm sorry. They need to survive and be happy. They need to. They have to. They have to, you know? They have to. Okay, so I was just reading. You know, I ate dinner, by the way. I did not manage to finish before dinner, but I ate dinner and now I am back. And I just read, like, 4 pages or something. And Juliet got Emmeline out of her, like, tank thing. And then Emmeline killed their father, Max. And then Emmeline is, like, dying. I don't know. I think she's dead. And then Juliet brought the building down. And I'm shook. And then I turned the page. And it's a freaking epilogue. So, like, guys, we're at the end of the book. Oh, epilogues are typically, like, you know, like a little jump in time. And so, is this the wedding? I don't know. I don't know what this is. But I'm scared. Okay. So I'm about to read the second chapter in the epilogue. And I'm going to record it for you. I haven't even looked at it. All I saw was 2, which is the title, so. But it is their wedding day, okay? I don't quite know how I'm feeling about the ending. I loved it, you know, it was sweet and cute and nice to finally see them, like, happy. But at the same time, I really wanted a wedding, and I didn't get a wedding. I got them looking for a wedding dress, but I didn't get to see an actual wedding, and I feel gypped. I feel a little betrayed. I feel ripped off. I should have gotten a wedding. After all of that turmoil we just went through with 6 books, I deserved a freaking wedding at the end of this one. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I just kind of wish it was a little bit longer there at the end and we got to actually see them get married. I feel like I still have questions a little bit. I think I need to sit on my thoughts for a minute. But overall, like, I did enjoy it. I thought that it was good. Yeah, I think I just need to sit for a second. Okay, so it's been a few minutes. I still don't fully know what I want to say about this book. So I obviously enjoyed my time reading this. I read it really quickly. It was engaging. I obviously had a lot of interesting reactions, and I almost cried at a part, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Here's the thing, I can enjoy a book, like, immensely, and then get to the end, and if the ending is even slightly disappointing to me, it kind of ruins it. I'm not saying the ending ruined this book, because that ending was beautiful in and of itself. I just almost wish that there was, like, 3 parts to that epilogue. Like, I wish we had the dress shopping, and then I wish we had the wedding, and then I wish it ended with what it actually ended with the dog and Adam and whatever. Like, I kind of wish that's how it was, you know what I mean? Like, I really wanted to see the wedding. I really wanted to see Warner, like, getting emotional over Juliet as she, like, walks up the aisle, and, you know, I just wanted to see that. Even if, like, for a moment. After everything they've been through, they deserved to have a wedding, and obviously they have a wedding. It's just not in this book. But I wanted to see it on the page, and I didn't get that. So that's why I'm kind of feeling a little disappointed. But, like, all in all, this book was really good. I really enjoyed it. Here's the thing. I love Shatter Me. I love the entire series. Do I prefer the original trilogy more than the second half of the series? Yes. Yes, I do. I feel like most people would say that they enjoy the first part of the series much better, the intended trilogy. I'm sad that this series is over. Like, I'm never gonna see Kenji again in a new story. Oh, that just sunk in. I'm not gonna see Kenji again. You know? Wow. And I also just kind of wish that we got to see Nazira in that epilogue. We didn't see Nazira in the epilogue. I really wanted to see Nazira. Nazira and Kenji, and kind of, you know, find out what happened to them together after that whole reestablishment garbage at the end. I want more, and I don't have more. This is it. This is all I have, and it's gone, and I read it. I don't think it's sunk in yet that it's done, but I need to end this vlog. But just know that I really, really enjoyed it. I do think that it was, all in all, like a good finale. I'm just really missing that wedding that we didn't get to see. But yeah, let me know down below in the comments what you guys think of this finale. Let me know what you guys think of the last 3 books, Restore Me, Define Me, and Imagine Me. Let me know what you think of them, because I'm really curious. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you have not yet already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!